Alright, take two. We'll see if this works. If not, I don't know what to say. Maybe. Maybe it works. We just got a notification that we're live again. I wonder if we are actually live. There we go. Can you hear me now? Good. Good. Yeah, I don't know what the deal is. Technology has not been my friend all day. Sweet. Sorry about that. I was saying that we were doing this in the garage because it's about 100 plus outside and the shop has zero AC and the garage does have AC, so it's a nice little break from the heat. Right on. While we give it a minute to see if anybody else comes to the new broadcast, again, we apologize for that. We are working on something very interesting. So, one of my friends wanted a audio system for his truck, and so we have kind of created this little Bluetooth amp with these speakers and a box. It's kind of like a phase one test, if you will. And they actually get pretty loud. So you could hook it up to a 3S or 4S battery and play music as you're driving your truck. I think you can already do that with the Traxxas module, maybe, or does that only make truck noises? I'm not sure. So we're doing a couple of giveaways. This first one, unfortunately, I am not extremely wealthy, so we are going to be giving away a Ripper. There is a stipulation with the Ripper. We do have a item on our website where you can actually purchase entries for the Ripper. I'm starting it now in anticipation of the September-October timeframe, I think is what they said on the live stream that it would be released. So each entry is $25. $5 of that is accommodated to fees and things of that nature on my end. However, depending on how much the Ripper costs, there's really no definitive. There's really not been a definitive cost that I know of. I think Dan maybe said one day that it was going to be between 2 and 4 or less than 4. I'm not sure. So the idea is to give some people that are not necessarily fortunate enough to be able to purchase one when it comes out because it's over $2,000 the opportunity to try and win one or buy one through, it's kind of like a raffle. So the way it'll work is you purchase one or more entries or items on the website for the Ripper, and I'll post the link for that here in the chat. And we will be giving away one or more Rippers based on the amount of people that purchase the entries, tickets, whatever you want to call them. The goal is to give away at least one with anticipation of giving away more than one if we sell enough tickets, obviously. There will be two options. So what'll happen is for every ticket that is purchased or every entry that is purchased, then that person's name will be entered into the drawing. So if you purchase 10 tickets, you'll have 10 entries in the drawing. Once the Ripper is released, we will do the drawing within 5 business days of that release, and we will give away as many Rippers as we can based on the number of entries there are. It is not, we will not be making any money off of these. These will 110% go right back to the community or the people that, the winners, if you will. So if we sell $10,000 worth of tickets and each Ripper is $3,000, we'll be giving away 2 Rippers, and we'll also do a 4th giveaway to give away the remaining money or leftover monies. So we will not be keeping any of the entry fees. We'll only be paying off whatever the fees are for the processing, things of that nature, and then shipping and tax for purchasing the Ripper. So if we go to the website here, I believe it is on page 2 for whatever reason. Yep, there it is. So here is the link. And like I said, if you click the link, there's a description in there. The only way that you can win the Ripper is through entries, so it's not going to be it's going to be completely random. If you buy a ticket, you'll be entered to win. There's not going to be any funny business. So, like we said, the idea is that not everyone is able to buy a 4 or 5 whatever multi-$1,000 RC car, so we want to afford everyone the opportunity to do it without making any money on our end. I mean, it's not, the purpose is not to make money for us, it's to give back to everyone and afford you guys or the community the opportunity of purchasing one. Same with the Trucks of Freedom. So we wanted to buy probably 10 of them before it was announced. We saved up enough to buy 10 of them. Unfortunately, we were only able to get 2 of them due to the limited quantities. And based upon the rules, I mean, we could have used different emails and things of that nature and got a lot more. But there was no reason to, because we wanted to let everyone else who maybe wasn't as fortunate get some. So outside of that, we don't have any special insight for the Ripper. I know as much as you guys know in terms of that. We did just see an axle for it. I assume that's what it was for on the live stream from Vanquish. If you look at the description, it says this is an opportunity to win a Vanquish Ripper V2. The truck has not been released as of this posting. However, in anticipation for the release in the September-October 2024 time frame, in parentheses we have guesstimate based off of the live stream. We don't know when it's going to be released. We're starting entries early enough to hopefully give away more than one Ripper truck. How it works is every entry fee is $25. We'll provide you 1 entry into the drawing. So if you buy 2 tickets or 2 entries for $50, you will be placed in there twice. You can purchase as many entries as you want. Obviously, it'll increase the possibility of you winning. I don't know why we had to put that in there, but we did. So the only way to enter this contest is to purchase entries. So again, you can't be a TABO channel member or patron and get your name in the drawing. You have to purchase an entry. While the price of the truck is not released, we will give away as many trucks as we have entries. And again, I just covered that. For example, if we have enough entries to cover 2 or more trucks, we will give away 2 or more trucks. We'll do a live stream for that. So the way that it's going to work is we're not going to obviously show everyone's email in the live stream. So we'll associate some random identifier with each person's email with the number of entries. So we'll put their identifier in there as many times as they have entries. And then we will do the drawing on screen. We'll do a live, just like we do with all of the other giveaways. And we will do the drawing, and then we'll let the person know real time that they won. Hopefully, they'll be watching. If not, we'll send them an email and let them know. Like I said, the drawing will be within 5 business days of the release date, and 1 or more winners will be selected. So there will be 2 options. You can either choose the Ripper and it'll be mailed to the address you provide, and there's another option that you can get the cash instead of the truck. The only way that we're going to support that is PayPal, and the reason that we will provide cash instead of the truck is for people that are overseas and don't want to pay the import tax on that. So for example, the Trucks of Freedom, there were people in Canada talking about how much the import tax was, and they don't want to pay that. So completely understandable. We can get your PayPal information and provide it to you that way. And then finally, all sales will be final. No refunds will be given. Worst case scenario, if we don't have enough entries to purchase a truck, we will do a live giveaway for whatever the dollar amount is there, and we will provide that to 1 or more lucky winners depending on the amount of entries there are. So yeah. We hope everyone's having a fantastic week. Staying cool, staying hydrated. We just got back from vacation. It was a lot cooler in the mountains than it is down on this flat ground in Kansas. We did not want to come back. Larry, what up? We got a radio system that we've been working on. Showed that earlier. It's got a Bluetooth amp. You plug into your 2 through 4S battery, and then some speakers. It gets pretty loud. This is attempt 1 at a box. So how's everyone's week going? I'm interested, has anybody purchased the SAD shock caps and collars. They're in my cart. I just haven't purchased them yet. So we're also doing another giveaway. That video will be out, I believe, Thursday. Where are you at, Nick? Thursday there will be a video for a giveaway for a set of tires. So be on the lookout for that. So outside of that, yeah, we are Meridian, Idaho. Where is that? I was just in Ketchum, Idaho Falls, Haley. We went by Craters of the Moon. If you guys haven't been there, I would highly suggest you go. Super cool area. Would be a great spot to take the new Ripper to. Okay, so the other side, yeah. We drove enough miles, we might as well have went to Boise. I think overall total trip was just under, like 4,000 miles. Oh yeah, ha! Right on, dude. I didn't even put the two and two together. Yeah, at least it's a dry heat up there. It's like you walk outside here and immediately are swimming. We're also working on a Class 1 truck. Our winch just came in for that. We went with the NSDRC micro winch. It's going to go in the bumper. Favorite stop? That's tough. Honestly, I don't know. Yellowstone was probably the best. We spent 5 days there, and we could have probably stayed there another month and continued to go do all of the different hiking trails and stuff. I will say, though, if any of you are going to Yellowstone at any point in your life, I would highly recommend that you get a spotting scope and bear spray before you go, because if you don't, you're going to be paying astronomical prices for it once you get there. Bear spray was like $80 a can. The cheapest place we found it was on West Yellowstone at the Discovery Center for like 40 a can. And then the spotting scope is super cool. So we were on the west side of Yellowstone in Hayden Valley. We actually got to see everything but the bears. So the wolves were about 1.5 miles out. We had some pretty good binoculars, but they were just like dots in the binoculars. we couldn't see them very clearly. We just knew that they were wolves because there was a lot of other people with spotting scopes standing right there, and we were lucky enough to see them. Another interesting fact about Yellowstone is if you go between like midnight and 4 a.m., you don't have to pay because there are no rangers at the gate. You just drive right through. We didn't have to pay anyway, but I thought that was funny. There was a geyser that only goes off like 20 times a year that went off the Monday before we got there. And then the geyser for Biscuit Basin, the one that has never gone off before, that went off the day that we left. So we were not able to see that one either. However, we were right there a couple of days before at the Old Faithful geyser, the most popular one. So yes, hello again. I apologize for the other technical difficulties. I tried to redo that stream, and since YouTube automatically puts those lives into a video, it would not let me go back to it. So for those that are just now joining, the cliff notes are, we have a link in the chat for the product, basically the Ripper. Each entry is $25. That's the only way that you can get entered to potentially win the Ripper, is by purchasing entries. The goal is to give away at least one. If we can't give away that one due to not enough funds, we'll give away the amount of funds, or potentially multiple amounts of funds. We'll do some sort of poll or something on that. And then yeah, so there's two options. You can take the cash or you can take the Ripper. If we have enough to get a Ripper, hopefully we have enough to get 3 or 4. That'd be super cool to give those away. And this isn't just a US thing. We will be also shipping them globally, much like Vanquish. So the intent is not to make any money on these, but to give everything back to all of you guys. I did have some people reach out in reference to some of the beds. I know that we said previously we were going to sell the beds online. However, we didn't have a very large interest in that, and it's easier for most people to print their own. If you do want one of the beds that we've made, you can shoot us an email and we will calculate whatever the shipping cost is and we will send you one. If you're printing a bed out, or really anything, sliders, bed, whatever, on your own, I would highly suggest you go with a PLA carbon or carbon fiber PLA. Regular PLA, if you're in a hot temperature, will warp and it will disfigure. So it's not bad if you're in a area or a area that's not going to get super hot, but it is going to be if you leave it in the car on a 100-degree day, you're going to come back and your bed is going to look like it just came from the ocean, and it's going to be real wavy. Real wavy. So with that being said, I think we're going to call it a stream. Good luck, everyone. We hope somebody wins. We hope that there's enough to give away a Ripper, because I think that'd be super cool. But if not, we'll give away the cash or figure it out. We appreciate everyone watching. Like I said, we will be giving away a set of tires later this week, so be on the lookout for that. Otherwise, until next time.